All right, welcome back, everybody. ASAP Grim here, and this is episode number 1 of the Chronicle I've been wanting to make with this character. This is the Dawnguard Chronicle. I wanted to get away from the guy. I kind of want to get out away from anybody talking because as episode number 1, we have a few things to go through here. Not a lot, not a ton, just a few things. So number 1, you can see I'm over halfway through level 22. Where I left off at the end of the last chronicle was, I believe we were at level 20. And the reason for that is what I told you I was going to do. I leveled up smithing and I made 3 new sets of armor for me, Avienda, and Lydia. All of us have the same stuff except for 1 enchant. So I'll just use myself as an example. We are at 100 skill level for smithing. So Orcish armor gets a plus 10. And you can see the stats there. That's 122 armor, 35 weight, 54 warmth. And I put the reflect damage enchant on it. That's the same for everybody. You reflect 36% of incoming melee damage back at your attacker. Okay, the boots. The best enchant I saw for them was stamina. So 51 armor, 24 warmth with 36 stamina. Both Lydia and Avienda have that. This is where the difference is. I have one-handed weapons. You deal 18% extra damage. These gauntlets are coming in at 51 armor and 24 warmth. The girls also have 51 armor and 24 warmth, but I named theirs Orcish Gauntlets of Strength because I gave them the two-handed enchant. So I'll take a look at that so you can see how much percentage, because I don't remember how much off the top of my head. Here we all have the Orcish Helmet of Reflection, 62 armor, 29 warmth, 36% of incoming melee damage is reflected back. What's that put us at? A total of 6 and 6 is 12, carry the 1. 72% of incoming damage is being reflected back. Now, my understanding of this is that we're taking 100% of that damage to our health, but 72% of it is also being reflected back to the attacker. So it's not really damage mitigation. This is more of it's causing additional damage on our side. This is a passive damage enchant, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. And then we have, I'm the only one with a shield, so Orcish Shield of Magic block, 54 armor, no warmth. Your magic resistance is increased by 22%. Okay, so in addition to that, I have we all have Rings of Resist Magic, 22% increased magic resistance. So my magic block here, my shield is 22%, so that puts me at 44%. The girls are at 22%. And then the ring is also a resist. So it's the necklace and it's the ring. All of them 22%. So the girls have 44% magic resist, and I have 66. So that's really, I'm pretty happy with that. Then I've got my skull backpack here for 50 increased carry weight. What else do I have? Scarf of Reflection. Oh yeah, where was I with that incoming melee damage? 36%. I can probably redo this and get another 36%. We were at 72%. Plus another 21%, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 93% of the damage. The fur cloak, armor rating is increased 25, and the face wrap, armor rating is also increased 25, so a total of 50. Okay, and what's that put us at total for our character, the main character here? 389 armor rating with 196 warmth rating. That's where we're beginning. Where are y'all going? Stop playing hide and seek.
I've got your back. can I serve you, my Thane?
Okay, so for them, the gauntlets were dealing 18% extra damage with two-handed weapons. Is there anything else? Why is this so far down? What does the House Carl do? Ask you about Whiterun. So these come up when we're in a Whiterun. Okay.
Lead on.
That's why her options look a little bit different than they did before. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is where we're at here. Restoration is at 58, and now that we are into the Dawnguard content, it's becoming increasingly important to get into Dawn's Wrath. Turn undead spells are 50% stronger. Burning Light, turn undead spells deal damage over time. As well as, I think it's Divine Glory. Sun spells deal 25% more damage. And Power of Light sun spells deal extra damage over time. We're going to want those. So we're at 58 on Restoration. I am currently closing in on level 66 for Enchanting. I have 2 of 2 Artificer, Jewelry Enchanter, and Armor Enchanter. These are the perk points I use to get the point totals on those enchants that I have. We are at 100 smithing. I am not wanting to, I like the feel of progression, which means I want to be in a set of armor for a while. Now, we have been in the Orcish armor for a while, but I am interested in seeing what the Dawnguard armor has to offer. And I think once I can see that, this will be a judgment call. I may change my mind, but once I can see whether or not that's an upgrade or not, especially if it's not an upgrade, I will probably at that point in time be ready to move to Master Smithing. But we're not really finding a whole lot of ebony. I just got my first ebony ingot at the end of last episode. Actually, you guys might not have even seen it. I don't think you did. I was going to bandit camps to get my Black Star of Azura filled so that I could do these enchants. And I came across a bandit chief that dropped an ebony two-handed great hammer. That was the first ebony item I think I've run into. So we are only just beginning to get drops where we could even make this stuff. But we are capped out on smithing. We're at 100. Do I have 2 of 2 in here? Oh, it's not 2 of 2. Okay. Heavy armor is at 66. 2 of 2 on defender, 1 of 2 on conditioning, and we've got unstoppable. These primary combat-oriented trees are probably what I'm looking to put my next perk points into after spending some in Enchanting, 1 in Archery, although I need to do some more in Archery, I think. But that can take place over time. I think it's more imperative. It's more of an immediate concern to put more points into our primary combat tree. We're starting to get to a point where that feels like we need to do that to keep up with the world. Block is at 45. I might have to do some off-screen grinding, off recording to get this up. I would feel a lot more comfortable if this was around 50 or 55. Defensive measures looks like it's available. Deflection is available. This is a primary combat trait. One-handed, we are at 49, coming up to level 50 there. And 1 of 2 on fighter stance, 1 of 2 on hack and slash, 1 of 2 on carve and spit. I would like to have execute. I think flourish. Yes. I don't really know if I need onslaught, but it sure would be a heck of a nice damage multiplier. So I'll take it if I've got the perk point to spend. But obviously that's down the road. Archery then is at level 32. And as I explained in the last series, I might only need to go to quick draw. It's possible we might move to Ranger. Bullseye would certainly be nice, because especially for the way that I'm using archery, this is just a lead-off shot. But we're doing so much damage with one-handed weapons and then the restoration tree with spells that I just think that this is kind of on the back burner. And I probably only need to go to quick draw. Let's see, and I think that's it. You can see the numbers that we're at for these other areas, but I've not dumped any points into them. Alchemy, we could still level that up. Mostly I want this for cure poison potions. I've had a hard time finding ingredients for them. I need to probably make a note that, because there's a whole bunch of different combinations you can do, and I need to be aware of what all those are and keep that as someplace that I can quickly access. Maybe over time I'll have it memorized. But anyway, this is primarily, I'm wanting this for cure poison, or cure disease, I mean. But also, whenever I'm actually in combat, I find that I rely on health and stamina potions more than I do the restoration tree. Restoration magic is used. I've been using that more between combat. I don't feel very safe switching to a spell and then casting resto. That said, I have learned about Sky UI's ability to make equipment sets. That's new for me. So if I press F1, it's this set. So this might actually help me use spells more while in combat. F2 gets me to fast healing. F3 brings up Soul Trap. I forget what F4 is. Okay, F4 is my crossbow. And then, like I said, F1 is the shield and the axe. And so that frees me up for my number keys to be used for potions as hotkeys for my potions. So I might actually, it'll take practice, but I might get better at using spells in combat. And this kind of content that we're going to be doing it would be very beneficial for me to do that. Oh, shoot, I didn't start my timer. Hold on. All right, 13 minutes is how long I've been going. So that's 47 minutes. Hit start. Okay. I try to keep these to an hour. So the next thing I want to do is I want to check in on Dorothy. I think Dorothy is her name. We adopted her because her parents were killed by a dragon in Riverwood. Alvor and Secret. There she is.
It's everything I could have hoped for. I know it's not much, but I found a few pretty things. They're in the chest in my room. If you see anything you like, please, take it. You've done so much for me. It's the least I can do.
All right, that's cool. So this is her room. Oh, wow, she's got a practice dummy. I like that. I like that. Our little girl's gonna know how to fight. All right, that's cool. Potion of healing, potion of minor magicka, potion of minor stamina, fine cuffed boots, honey nut tree, snowberries, and elf's ear. Let's take the healing. I'll probably sell the magicka. I'll take the saber cat tooth. We can leave the rest here for right now. All right, well that is pretty cool. She went to sleep. So she's comfortable, she's safe. She's warm. She's provided for. And I don't know that I would say she has a shot at a normal childhood, because we're the Dragonborn. That's not a normal profession. But she has a shot at surviving to adulthood and being able to build a life for herself. As long as we can keep these filthy vamps off of her. Oh, speaking of... F2. So their spells do some nasty damage over time.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
Yeah, you daggum right. Gold, lockpick, orcish, war axe, vampire boots, vampire dust, and dark bloodstained clothes. Now I know that vampire dust, that's one of the things that can be used to make cure disease potions. So I want to keep all that. Stupid little, little evil vamps. We're gonna purge this entire land. You will be removed from the table of existence entirely. That's what our goal is. Aim high, right? I mean, if you're gonna do something, do it all the way. We're going to purge vampires from the table of existence. All right, so we're in Whiterun. Let's see, because this is not a modded house. This is an actual legit vanilla-based player-owned home. Let's see if we get the full rested bonus by sleeping here. All right, it's 10 o'clock. So don't even really need 10 hours. I want to get us to about 7:52. Okay, 8 o'clock, that's fine. And we're well rested, and we also got something called Father's Love. What might that be about? Healing spells and potions restore 25% more health for 8 hours. Good grief.
Ah, it's good to be back in Whiterun.
We're going to be really strong in our heal spells. Okay, we are going to say our daily prayer to get that big jump in health. Should we go back to Unrelenting Force? And then we need to eat. Leg of goat roast. Is it stamina? It's health. Okay. I prefer stamina, but you are well fed. One of the things that would be nice is if I'm able to find the opportunity to find something where I can farm. I think they're called gourds, Gourd, because that combined with a few other vegetables makes vegetable soup, which is a really stellar stamina regenerator. Okay, let's disable these. Oh, shoot. I guess I didn't. Yeah, that's a problem. What if we loaded our autosave? Guess you really want to be careful with that disable button. Try that. Actually, I want to quick save it now. Auto saving. Okay. Name Deathhound. Disable. Name Deathhound. Disable. And name. Actually, I can't seem to grab
Anything you need from me.
the ash pile. Maybe I'll leave that one to kind of disappear on its own, if it will,
Let me
because
know if anything
Thank
you
you.
need from me.
because there's a ash pile out by Anis's little cottage where the enchanting table is at. That is still there to this day. I killed a vampire there ages ago, so I don't really know. I hope that it disappears. Okay, well, we are now ready to make the trip to Fort Dawnguard. And even though it will take us plenty of
I
time,
see you, Dragonborn. May you find shade this day.
I'm gonna make use of the carriages, but that's all. I'm not gonna use any fast travel to get to sites that are close. Because I've never done this before. Speak with the leader of the Dawnguard. I've learned of a group of vampire hunters known as the Dawnguard. It seems they are looking for new recruits. I'm really I'm excited. I don't know if that's really the right word, because if I was super excited, you would hear my voice I would be talking 1,000 miles per minute, you know?
Yes?
Oh, wait a minute. So excitement's not necessarily the right word, but I'm very eager and happy to be finally doing this. And the anticipation, you know, it's a great feeling. I'm really interested. Let's see, I'm looking for a marker. Let me read that quest again. I've learned of a group of vampire hunters known as the Dawnguard. It seems they are looking for new recruits. Speak with the leader of the Dawnguard. Okay, do we have a... I do have a quest marker. I'm looking for a quest marker on this page. Oh, here we go. Down in the bottom right. Right here. So we need to go to Riften. And I remember that this zone is called the Rift. I need to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to the
Going
Rift.
straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way?
Just take me to Riften.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
All right.
You might run into some of them lizard folk in Riften. Quite a few of them work the docks there. Not sure why. They
All
like
right.
swimming in a lake, maybe.
Once we take Serana on, then I will send Lydia back to look after Whiterun. It just now occurred to me that also will allow her to double as a nanny, and I'm not sure someone like Lydia would necessarily really look forward to that. But whether you look forward to it or not is not a factor into the equation. She works for us, and as a female, she has is the word matron instincts that we don't. So she may not want to do it, but she would be better at it than she thinks. So that'll be part of her duties. She's kind of like Alfred the Butler from Batman. She'll be kind of something along those lines. Okay. So from a role-playing perspective, that's actually a nice little added wrinkle and benefit someone to watch over Dorothy and be there on a permanent basis, so Dorothy doesn't have to cook her own meals, you know, or have nobody to come home to after school. You can imagine how busy it would be being a vampire hunter and a dragonborn, and how much of our job will take place in the wee hours, you know, the witching hours.
Good enough.
We're not doing too bad on our hitting. Took 2 hits to take down a troll. 2 power hits. Yeah, so anyway, all that will happen after we pick up Serana. And then we will be questing with Serana and Avienda, which I'm anticipating will be a nice play off of each other when it comes to personalities.
You're lost? Great. Now I'm gonna have to kill you.
You'll need to do better than that.
I send you to your rest.
Okay. I'm also getting wealthy enough that, what is a king? Oh, it's a book. The Life of Eslaf Errol. Okay, we'll take that. I'm getting to the point, guys, where I'm not really looting absolutely everything. I don't need the raw materials for smithing. I don't really need the money. And we're at 23,000. Take those 2. That's a trap. Where's the dude at? Give me the gold. Minor healing. That's it. Okay. That's the dude. Okay. All right, then, continuing on, going across the wilderness. We have travelers on the road. Except that guy in the steel. Okay, he's with them also. Oh, you're Dunmer.
Make it quick.
Uh-oh.
Stand aside.
Come on!
What? Ah. Take the gold. I must have maybe clipped one of them or something on accident. But that was a bad choice on their part. They put me in an impossible situation there. The robes might sell. Oh, not that that's important to me. I don't really. Maybe that. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Coming across a lot of steel lately. I see fire. Iron ore. Okay, so this is where we're supposed to go. Dayspring Canyon discovered. suddenly goes to snow. Alright, so I guess we climbed up in altitude through the tunnel. Oh, all three of us are now wearing the saber cat cloak. I think they look really good. Better than the white fur cloak.
Oh, hey
Hey,
there.
guy.
You here to join the Dawnguard too?
Yep.
Good to hear. My name is Agmir. Truth is, I'm a little nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you?
Well, welcome along, Agmir. No. Let the Dawnguard decide on all that. Not a problem. You can come along if you want. Besides, there's more jobs than just being a frontline soldier.
Thank you, friend. It's good to know I can count on you.
So maybe this guy's not going to be a direct fighter that we send out into a witch's coven or something, you know? But he might be an inventory guy or an administrator. Maybe he's a smith. You know, there's lots of things that people who don't have a zest for combat or direct action can do to aid.
I'm sure Isran will sign you right up. I'm sure he'll take me. Hope so.
So he's talking about how we look the part, you know, we look like a warrior. We're going to sign on right away. He's not sure about himself. Well, there she is.
This place looks almost deserted.
And from what I understand, you level this up as you progress through. I don't know if that's part of the vanilla game or a mod, actually, now that I think about it. But I think we're going to find whether it is part of the vanilla game or part of the mod or part of the DLC or part of a mod. I'm expecting that Septimus 3 will include whatever option it is that's needed to level Fortress Dawnguard up as we progress through quest chain. Oh, there. Okay. We shouldn't talk to this dude? Okay. Oh, no, it says we should go straight to the top.
I guess this is it. Wish me luck.
Will do.
New recruits. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside.
All right. Thanks for the welcome.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead.
Wow.
You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I sorry, you know? So who are you? What do you want?
Man, this guy sounds cool. Heard you were looking for vampire hunters.
You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well.
What can I do to help?
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades.
Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea. You Vigilants were never trained
I know
for...
what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendarr granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there, boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here. What's your name?
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a sir to you, boy? I'm not a soldier. You're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Isran.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe. Stendarr preserve us. Don't worry. I think we can make a Dawnguard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Crossbow? I've never...
a crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there.
I like how he's kind of reading him the riot act to see what he's made of. See if he's going to quit.
And let it out as you fire.
But at the same time, he's training him.
You need to concentrate, boy. Try it again.
All right. So that's pretty
Take a
neat.
deep breath and let it out as you fire.
I want to check this place out. So it occurs to me that we are, the way that I'm building my character, we're actually we have more in common with the Vigilant than we do with the Dawnguard, and maybe a Witcher character, a Witcher type character that was alchemy based and more range based. Something like a cross between the Witcher from the video game series and the Demon Hunter from Diablo 3 would have been more on point, because he's illustrating that crossbow's a major part.
Try it again.
And they don't seem to be very interested in taking out evil wherever they find it. They don't. You might have some shady types turn up here.
Take a deep breath.
They're just interested in killing vampires, and they don't care if you're a scoundrel or not. Right. So that's occurring to me. Steel Drifter's armor. I think that's... No, that's not the Dawnguard armor. Okay, so, and I also noticed he gave me a steel crossbow, but I'm sure there's a better crossbow that the Dawnguard has that you will get access to later, because this isn't going to be as good. Now 32 damage here versus 18. Do I have anything to recharge you with? No items to charge enchantment. Is that because I don't have any gems on me at all? Yeah. Do
Why
you have
aren't
the gems?
Very well.
Oh, she does. Well, let's take this stack of petty gems.
Let's go.
Be refilling those and then recharge our weapons. Okay, I'm gonna leave that gold alone just to make it look, you know, like people live here and there's an operation being funded. What else do we have going on? What's this room? This is the dining hall. A lot of silver. Yeah.
Take a deep breath and let it out as you fire.
Makes sense for vampire hunters. Got apples. The leeks might be nice, but again, I don't want to touch this stuff. I like to keep things looking like people live here. You know, things in barrels I'll grab. 5 pheasant breasts, that's kind of a lot. Let's just grab the salt pile for now. Pork or meat. Again, I'll take the salt. Oh, darn it. Now see, I messed that up. And I'll take that salt. Okay.
You'll get the hang of it.
Alright, so there's foodstuffs in all those barrels, I'm sure, that we can look at. I think I want to begin by just looking at the rooms that are right off this circle. And then any rooms that go further beyond that can come later, like this stuff right here. So I want to, before looking at that stuff over there, I want to look at these things. There's a Dawnguard shield. I'm gonna want to take a look at that and see what the values are. But let's just wait. Maybe we'll find other Dawnguard armor. Dawnguard quarterstaff. I'm sure that's modded in, right? I don't think that the whatever weapons mods that we're using with Septimus 3 is adding stuff like quarterstaffs. Right, nothing else in here.
You need to concentrate,
Oh.
boy. Try it again.
Dogs. What's up, fellas? Skill Lang and Bran. Let's just go with the simple name. Talk to Bran. Alright, so I forgot about that. We might be able to have a dog companion too. I don't really want to clutter things up though with too many companions. I might actually save that for a different playthrough where my guy is soloing. And then maybe I'll bring a dog. But right now I think 2 companions is enough. More than enough, really. Alright, so this is where...
Take a deep breath and let it
This
out.
is where I was, right? Yeah. And... make a right. We've got this room here that leads upstairs. This goes upstairs, so we'll check that out in a little bit.
Watch the recoil. Take some getting used to.
More upstairs. I would prefer to check out everything that the ground floor has to offer before moving upstairs. Goat's head, that looks pretty crazy. Well, goats always look crazy though.
That's it.
And they sound like people when they scream. I've always thought that they were very creepy animals.
It is my duty
Oops.
to protect you.
And we appreciate it, Avienda. We do. Happy to have you with us. We're going to be working on Avienda's quest in this series also. Come on. Take the salt pile. We have archery targets to practice on. Potions, I'll leave it alone. Steel crossbow, okay. Leave all that alone. Dawnguard halberd, that's pretty cool. It does 20 damage. Well, I'm pretty sure
Well
their
met, friend.
dwarven greatswords are better.
Very well.
28 damage. That is something I forgot to
Ready
do
to
with
go?
smithing. I need to reforge weapons for us and improve them because I'm at plus 10 now, not plus 6. So I'll need dwarven ingots to do that.
You'll get the hang of it.
Maybe I should leave some of the salt here. Heck, I'm going to leave a lot of the salt here. I just opened the wrong thing again. Darn it. 35 salt piles. Let's keep 10. So 25. All right. From here, I think we can go upstairs.
Watch the recoil.
Did I explore the whole thing over here? Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry my mouse is all over the screen, too. Dawnguard pike.
You need to concentrate, boy. Try it again.
I think this is where the combat trolls will be kept at eventually. There's nothing else to circle around to. So we've got this, and we've got the dog kennel area. I haven't noticed a basement.
You'll get the hang of it.
Here's where the dog kennel was. Okay, we got practice dummies. Dead Drop Falls. I want to know about that also. We're dealing with there. To Fort Dawnguard. Okay, so it's kind of a secret way in. Okay, I'm gonna quick save it, and we're gonna take the plunge. Nothing hidden there as far as I can tell. No chain to open that up with. So you can only open it from the other side. We'll grab that coin purse. Okay, Avienda and Lydia. Feels a bit like a smuggler's cave. Let's go back and see if that opened up. It did not. How do we get back there? What am I missing? Actually, how did we even get back up to here? Okay, well, nice to know. Maybe there's some more to investigate with that down the road. But I don't want to camp out on it, you know? That's probably all worth having. Okay, now we'll go upstairs.
That's it.
Ooh. Okay.
Take a deep breath and let it
Iron. Yeah, I mean... I'll store that back with my raw materials. It's always good to have. We got a rack here. Man. Okay.
You need to concentrate, boy. Try it again.
Leave that coin purse as part of the decor.
You'll get back. Take a deep breath and let it out as you fire.
I don't want to steal anything. Okay. So that takes care of this room.
Takes some getting used to.
It's this one.
That's it.
Okay, so I'm assuming all this stuff will kind of advance forward and fill up with higher quality items maybe capabilities of doing things that we're just not able to do right now. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Ice. No, stalactites. It's just simply stalactites. Okay.
Watch the recoil.
All right. We have about 4 minutes left in this episode. I want to fast travel us back to Riverwood because I'm going to need to store some of the stuff that I have on hand. And the next episode is where we will begin to pursue our next quest, which is going to be right up here, Dim Hollow Crypt, near the Hall of the Vigilant. Okay. Find out what the vampires are seeking. Morthal. Oh yeah, I was looking at player homes in the Septimus 3 mod list. Boy, we have a lot of stuff to look at and uncover. There's some really intricate player homes, huge places with all kinds of capabilities, but that won't be done until I'm finished with the major content, the DLCs and the main game. But having said that, I know that there's a little swamp place out here near Morthal, and it looked so comfy to me that I might actually grab that one as a just one of the places that the Dragonborn owns and has where he can set camp and keep things stored. He would have waypoint locations all over the map, I would think, you know. So anyway, we might see that during this chronicle, the swamp home out here somewhere around Morthal. I don't know exactly where. I have to look online again to get the map location. All right, we're gonna fast travel. No one understands what happened when the selectives danced on the tower. It would be easy to dismiss the whole matter as nonsense were it not for the Amulet of Kings. Okay, a little bit tired. I kind of wanted to look behind and see if I saw any vamps back there. And we will probably fast travel to Whiterun as well and do our sleeping there because I'm not getting the full rested bonus here. So I think on that note, I'll pause you while I sort items into storage locations, and I'll bring you back for traveling to Whiterun, and that's where we will wrap up the episode. See you in a little bit. All right, guys, let's go ahead and travel to Whiterun. I have a lot of stuff I need to sell, so I'm going to have to come back here. But it'll have to be during the daytime. Wow, that's pretty. So what I'm thinking is that in all likelihood, at the beginning of the next episode, we will travel back over to here. And, we can go ahead and fast travel. And then I'll put you on pause while I handle those tasks. I also have, that's right, I have a lot of stuff that I want to send off to the Legacy of the Dragonborn Museum. And, for me to send that off, I need to store it at Whiterun. So it's everything in here. Take all. Okay, I'm able to handle it. And it says it takes about 5 hours after dumping it into that box for it to be picked up. So by the time we wake up in the morning, I should be able to check the box and see what's been taken and what hasn't. I'm hoping that's how it works. Yep, we're hungry. That vampire dust pile is gone. Okay, that's good. The fact that it's in a city, they clean it up faster. All right, so empty. All right. Items packed into museum shipment crates will be transported to the Dragonborn Gallery within a span of 5 hours. Museum shipment crates can be found in logical locations across Tamriel. Okay. So probably high traffic areas, traders, stuff like that. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and close this episode out, but I want you, for this right here, at least this instance, I want you to see an idea of what I'm putting in. We have a huge museum, library at the museum, so all the books I'm starting to put in there. Aegis Bane needs to go in there. Ethereal Crown will go. Black Magic Boots. Dark Bloodstained Clothes. This coin, Dwemer Platinum Mark, I want to see if they take it. The Dawnguard Shield, because it's way less than what I'm currently wearing, so I think it's gonna, I kind of suspected this is how it would go. That Dawnguard armor is not gonna be at the same level as what I'm wearing, so I'm gonna kind of miss out on that. I think in the vanilla game you can start Dawnguard as early as level 15. Shoot, it might actually be level 5. And so everything's kind of geared around that. But give that to the museum. Deathhound Collar. Dwemer History and Culture. Dwemer Inquiries. These fragments I actually need to take myself. I have to use these to build models, but I have to do that myself over at the museum. All the fur, we'll see what they accept, what they don't. Ghislaine's Architecture of the Second Empire. Heavy Armor Repair, that's a skill book. Helgen Reborn is a mod, so that's not applicable. That whole set of hide. Oh, the Keening replica maybe. The Book King. Leather armor, leather bracers. Orcish war axe. All 9 paintings. I think I've already discovered they do not take paintings. I think that's more for player homes. Mystery of Talara. None of the potions. I can't take this. This is like part of a quest, so I have to keep it on me. The steel crossbow can go. The Sunder replica, the Tar Valon mask, Terran Dreth's robe, so we killed a named character on the highway there. The Ethereum Wars, the Armorer's Challenge, the 7 curses, Vampire Boots, Wraithguard replica, and that's it. I'm not very comfortable at 186 pounds. I feel like I'm carrying too much of something. I should be in the 170s. Oh, it's this stuff right here. So I'll drop that off in the next episode. All right, so we'll drop all that into the mailbox, so to speak. And head upstairs. What are you doing up, young lady? See, this is why we need Lydia here. Lydia, this is important. I know you're, warrior girl and all that, but this is an important aspect. What was in here? I forget. Oh, this is for the our follower. That's where Lydia would sleep. Do I have anything in there? No. Okay, so we're gonna sleep for I want to sleep till 8, so about 6 hours. I guess that was 9.
Could you give me an allowance?
What? I mean, I could afford to give her all of these, but I want her to learn to respect currency. I also don't like the idea of giving it to her for free. I want her to do chores or something. She needs to earn it. But I'm going to give her 5 gold.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, she's like, okay. Gift of charity added. Young lady, you need to learn. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of that attitude we got. Not mad at her or anything. I can understand she's disappointed. Maybe she's got a friend that gets 25 gold from her dad, you know, something like that. But I would like to teach her. I would like to use this as a way to illustrate larger lessons that could benefit her later in life. All right. Anyway, what am I doing? Is this a game about fathering or a game about us being the Dragonborn? Let's hit save. Oh, actually, so that I don't forget, let's first do prayer. And let's do food. Stamina regen, yeah, we'll take that. We are well fed. Now let's hit save. All right, guys, and again, I am Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by this channel. I sure hope you like what you saw, and I will see you. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. I messed up my own sign off. I hope you like what you saw. I hope all is well with you in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in the next episode where this story continues.